What is it going to take to make that fight happen and happen next?
2 words, Turkey a la Sheik. He's the only man with the plan to make it happen.
Put the fight on.
What do the parameters for that fight have to be? What do you demand for that fight to happen?
That Turkey is involved and everything is all right. I'm sure Oscar's never complained about a deal he's done with Turkey, and neither will we.
Put the fight on.
I mean, that interests me for sure. Like, I would be down to do a rematch, but a lot of things need to play out the way I need them to play out. First and foremost, he needs to drop the lawsuit, even if he wants to have a conversation about it. To me, I thought that was a weak move by him. But I'm ready to fight him. I mean, I've already fought him and beat him, so.
Put the fight on.
He's put his own stipulations on it, saying, you know, he's going to demand, 24-hour drug testing all the way.
We won't be using VADA. I'll be using the people I want to use, because for some reason, Bill Haney keeps on saying VADA, 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 VADA. It's kind of strange to me.
Put the fight on.
There he goes ducking. Yeah, I know I see him trying to duck around there.
Yeah.
Came all out here for nothing, huh? You ducking it, huh? Lupe, you done ducked it, huh? Yeah, you done ducked it. Yeah, y'all done ducked it. Stay quiet.
Put the fight on.
Hi everybody, I'm going to make this short and sweet. I'd like to announce my retirement from boxing. It's been a blast. I've loved every single minute of it, and I'm going to end with this. Dick Turpin wore a mask.
Put the fight on. Brother, I don't care what, put the damn fight on. All right, hold on. We have to get to a conclusion, okay? We have to come to a conclusion here. The war room. I hope we all end up agreeing with this. We have to resolve this whole testing situation, Ryan Garcia and the whole VADA thing. We have to resolve this whole Ryan Garcia versus Devin the American Dream Haney too. I think the war room is the right place and the right people to do this here. His Excellency, Turkey a la Sheik, all you guys, Team Rehab Season. I know we've collabed on a few occasions. I hope you guys are listening and can hear the war room out. Look, first of all, there's a 2-part issue here, right? It looks like Devin the American Dream Haney, Team Haney, is all on board fighting Ryan Garcia, and it seems as though His Excellency Turkey a la Sheik put an offer out there. And according to Bill Haney in that video, Bill Haney said, y'all done ducked.
Lupe, you done ducked it, huh? Yeah, you done ducked it.
Ryan Garcia on his socials, he said that there's 2 surprise announcements that's going to be dropping soon. But Ryan Garcia and Bill Haney going back and forth on socials. Listen, I'm not even trying to weed out and go through all that shit. The issue is this. One, Ryan Garcia says that he's not going to even think about the rematch with Devin Haney if Devin Haney doesn't drop the lawsuit. Okay, so let's cross that bridge first, all right? Devin Haney says that he wants it in blood. Team Haney, understand that Devin Haney, he wants to handle it like a fighter.
Me being a fighter, I want to get back in the ring. I want to fight him again, and I want to win. And that's how I want justice to be done.
And I believe Devin Haney. I think it was Bill Haney and company who did the whole lawsuit thing. Devin Haney is the boss. At the end of the day, he wants it in blood. All right. So I think Team Haney should drop the lawsuit. And I know a lot of you guys in the war room has asked me, yo, ShowBizz, so wait, you're Team Haney now? I've seen these comments. Hey, you're not talking shit about Haney. I never talk shit about Haney. I had a problem with 3 things. Him keeping his right hand up while he's jabbing, the bow and arrow effect. I had a problem with him wanting it in blood. I thought that he needed to get back in the rematch. And I had a problem with the lawsuit. I said, drop the lawsuit. If you drop the lawsuit, your brand would recover well. If you keep this lawsuit up, it'd be bad for your brand. All right. He's showing training where he's correcting the bow and arrow effect. It's not perfect yet, but he's correcting it. So I'm happy with that. He's talking about getting it back in blood and revenge, and it's personal now, and he wants to handle it in the ring. Great. That's a green check mark. Only thing left is dropping the lawsuit. We can all put the fight on.
Put the fight on.
If Devin the American Dream Haney dropped the lawsuit. So, but the thing is this, Ryan Garcia, you have a lawsuit too on the Haneys. So Devin Haney dropped the lawsuit. Ryan Garcia, you drop your lawsuit. I think that would be easy enough since the both people who are actually going to be in the ring, Ryan and Devin Haney, just want to fight.
Put the fight on.
I think that's easy enough. I think the sticky point is VADA, all right, and the testing, okay? Listen, Bill Haney wants, or the Haneys, I think Devin's along with this too, they want to know for sure that the fight will be clean. They want 365, 24/7 testing, which this reminds me, I've heard this before, okay? I've been watching boxing for a long time. Doesn't this have a, you heard this before, right?
Step up to the test. Step up and take the test. If you're the best, take the test.
Hey, we gotta get in there. All you gotta do is take the test. Floyd will put in the rest. Cause everybody knows who's the best. He legalized take that test. If he take that test, he's gonna get his ass whooped.
Wait. While Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Floyd Mayweather Sr. was barring up and shit, Roger Mayweather kept it a bean.
If he take that test, he's gonna get his ass whooped.
So, hey, listen, I'm going to keep it mad consistent because I felt this way back then. Pacquiao should have just taken the damn test. If he would have taken the damn test or agreed to that, we would have had the fight closer to their prime, all right? I think Ryan Garcia, yes, agree. Please agree to the 365, 24/7. If you have nothing to hide, then what's the problem?
Put the fight on.
But Ryan Garcia said he would test. He would test. I'm not sure if he said year round, but he should agree to that. Because, Ryan, you did pop, no matter what, bro, you did pop for Osterine, all right? The problem is the VADA part.
It's we won't be using VADA. I'll be using the people I want to use because for some reason Bill Haney keeps on saying VADA. It's kind of strange to me. You know, why can't I use USADA or any other organization? Seems a little fishy to me that they love VADA and VADA loves them. I mean,
okay, now listen. There's two ways to look at this, and both are absolutely true. Let's start with the first part. Ryan Garcia, you popped with VADA for Osterine, but I don't know how VADA did anything wrong. And let me tell you what I mean. Because you also popped with the New York State Athletic Commission. So you popped there too. It's not like you only popped with VADA and you were clean there. All right. So you had Osterine in your damn system. So you popped. Number two, it was Dr. Margaret Goodman with VADA who tested the supplements that you took and proved that they were contaminated with Osterine. So VADA testing actually proved that the supplements that you had were contaminated. VADA didn't do, I don't see where VADA did anything wrong. But, so that's one side. That's one side. Here's the other side, okay? VADA was founded by Victor Conte. Victor Conte and company found VADA. And Victor Conte is a criminal, and Victor Conte cheated, and Victor Conte is Team Haney. So it's true. I mean, no matter if you're Devin Haney, a Devin Haney fanboy or whatever, and I don't want to hear the whole pro-black. Look at Victor Conte. Victor Conte cheated and ruined the careers of many black athletes. So don't hit me right now with the whole ShowBizz, you ain't black enough thing. Come on, man. Let's keep it a bean. He has ruined many black athletes' careers. And with Victor Conte, I can understand with him and his participation in finding VADA, I can understand why someone would say there's a conflict of interest. You are Team Haney. Devin Haney will never pop. Victor Conte used something called clear before, meaning that his athletes will clear, right? Any testing, okay? That snack will always clear, no matter what. And even if it's a clean supplement that they're using, even if it's clean, I can understand if you don't trust it because it has been designed and supported, invested financially by Victor Conte. It's kind of like having somebody who is, you know, a pedo before babysit your children. So I can understand the concern. So with that said, I want to say this as a solution. VADA doesn't have to be involved with Ryan Garcia.
For some reason, Bill Haney keeps on saying VADA, 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 VADA. It's kind of strange to me.
VADA is involved because VADA is with the WBC. Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia 2 would not be for a WBC title. Hell, Ryan Garcia is banned from ever fighting for a WBC belt ever again. He got a lifetime ban because of the racial comments, the disgusting racial comments he made, last year. So he is never required to use VADA. And to keep it real, VADA is just a collection agency. They don't do the testing. They just collect the samples. So you can use a USADA or whatever. They all use WADA as testing labs, right? WADA approved testing labs. So the testing ain't even actually done by VADA. They just collecting the samples. So listen, I understand this side too. When Ryan Garcia says why VADA, 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 why Haney is saying that, I get that because Bill Haney, VADA isn't the be all. You can use USADA or whatever as long as Ryan Garcia is getting his samples tested at a WADA approved lab and it's happening 365, 24/7, everything should be good because not everyone uses VADA. And the only reason you would have to use VADA is if you're fighting for the WBC title or you're defending your WBC title. So I think we could come up with a solution here. Drop the lawsuits, both of you. Ryan Garcia should agree to testing 365, 24/7 because you did pop, bro. So you have to prove your innocence. They don't have to prove that you're guilty. You popped. So you have to prove your innocence. So 365, 24/7. But lastly, it doesn't have to be VADA. It can be USADA is great. It can be used or whoever collecting the samples as long as it's a WADA. Y'all both taking it to the same place to get tested. Y'all blood is getting tested by WADA approved labs. So things should be fine. I think y'all should all just come to this agreement of everybody gives a little because what y'all want is the main goal and that's the rematch. So y'all can
Put the fight on.
Now let's talk about this before we talk about the good news with Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Bud Crawford. Tyson Fury retiring.
I'm going to make this short and sweet. I'd like to announce my retirement from boxing.
The only thing I got to say about that is Tyson Fury, I'll see you next year. Because listen, Tyson Fury, you look too good in that rematch against Usyk. All right, fighting is too much part of your blood, and you just didn't get your ass whipped enough. All right, for you to say, yeah, I'm retiring. I already know you're going to be waking up in the middle of the night. You ain't going to be able to just be domestic because you're a damn fighting animal. All right, so let's check this out. Here's the good news, because it looks like Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Bud Crawford will be fighting soon. And I think it may end up being September, but they saying as early as May. Let's check this out. I'm over here. I'm on X looking at Ring social media post on X. Hold on real quick. Here it is right here. So they said, okay, that's how you get to it. So they said the full story. Check this out, all right? So they said, Terrence Crawford saw and heard all that he needed in order to enter the chat. The former 3-division ring champion and reigning WBA 154-pound titleist is finally in reach of a dream fight with Saul Canelo Alvarez. Multiple sources have informed the ring that extraordinary efforts are being made to put the fight together for later this year. Put the fight on. And listen, I want to say that, hold on, wait a second. Don't forget this is Ring, owned by His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, all right? So it's an ESPN Deportes, Julius Julianis. Oh yeah, Julius Julianis was a journalist of the year, like in 2020 or 2019, something like that. But I remember. So suggested a deal is already in place. Other sources have suggested it can happen as early as May, though such plans sound extremely ambitious. Alvarez was in London for the Ring Wars. Okay, so the moment Crawford heard his name mentioned, he rearranged his weekend plans. So as soon as they were talking about Canelo, Terrence Crawford rearranged his weekend plans and was flown out to London. He says, and I quote, "I'm like a genie when you rub his lamp," Crawford said, posting a picture outside London's Heathrow Airport on Sunday. Once you call upon me, I appear to grant you one wish because I am a free genie, not one in cuffs. I'm a free genie, not one in cuffs. So he could move as he pleases. And you know he wants that fight with Canelo. He said Al-Sheikh met with Crawford on Sunday, one day after he had productive talks with Alvarez about general businesses for the year ahead. Alvarez is still putting together plans for a targeted May ring return to defend his ring, WBC, WBA. I love that they're saying the ring belt now more often because I think that's the most important belt. And WBO super middleweight championship. Crawford, who just moved up to junior middleweight in 2024, would advance another 2 weight divisions for what he has repeatedly referred to as a legacy fight. Crawford has not fought since August 3rd. Al-Sheikh were always keen to deliver an Alvarez-Crawford fight, but briefly paused those plans once Crawford didn't show interest in the fight. He instead moved forward with a championship defense versus Edgar Berlanga, whom he outpointed for 12 rounds last September in Las Vegas. Hold on, let me see if anything else. Crawford would take a fight before. Okay, so they said it is unclear, though, at this point, doubtful whether Crawford would take a fight before the hoped for showdown with Alvarez. All signs still point to Alvarez fighting in May, as he has already put out feelers for a notable enough opponent to headline a pay-per-view event in the U.S. Those plans can obviously change in a hurry, though. Alvarez's presence in London this weekend is enough proof. So, we're going to get Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez this year. And the War Room. I know there's some of you that's like, why are you for this fight? Because the War Room voted. Don't forget, I'm just a member of the War Room. All right. I have one vote like everybody else. The War Room, about close to 90%, said they wanted Canelo Alvarez versus Crawford. The thing is, they want, or the War Room wants, Canelo Alvarez versus Crawford in May. Here's the thing. All right. It looks like it may just be September, saying that May is a little bit too aggressive. But hold on. That gives Terence Crawford time to get him a tune-up fight, maybe step up to 160, just one more step up. Or if it was me, Canelo Alvarez want William Skull, and I get it, so he can be undisputed again. If it was me and I was Crawford, I would try to fight William Skull at 168. Get me a belt, so it'll be a unification fight, Canelo Alvarez versus Crawford at 168. Canelo can fight, I don't know, whoever he wants at 168, somebody else. But he can fight Mbili at 168. How about that? All right. He can fight Saras. He can fight Saras at 168. How about that? And Terence Crawford can fight William Skull. That'll be a dream for me. All right. But if not, because Crawford wouldn't want to risk losing or anything like that. I don't know if Crawford sees himself as a 168-pound fighter, or he sees himself as somebody who could beat Canelo. That's different. So Crawford may want to have another fight at 154. It can be against Boachuk or Murder, something like that. I would want him to go up to like a 160, right? If he ain't going to go all the way up to 168, I would prefer 168. But if he's not going to do it, take another step up to 160 or something, just get his body acclimated a little bit more. Canelo Alvarez then can fight Skull, become undisputed again, whatever it is. It looks like there's going to be a fight in May and a fight in September. At the least, we can have Canelo and Crawford on the same card if they sign to do a 2-fight deal with His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. Still have Ryan Garcia versus Teofimo Lopez on that same card. And then in September, you can have Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney on the undercard as a co-main for Canelo Alvarez versus Crawford. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. ShowBizz for adults. I'm out.